I had problems in school. I was picked on. I was beat up. I had just a really, really rough time in school. I had similar problems at my old churches, my old youth groups. Always picked on, all that kind of stuff. Contemplated suicide multiple times. As I got older, I had a major addiction. And when you think of addiction, you think of things like drugs and alcohol and cigarettes and all that stuff that everybody promotes for, oh, stay away from it, you get addicted. Addiction itself, and I'll tell you what I was addicted to in a little bit. Addiction itself is defined as the state of being enslaved to a habit to such an extent that its discontinuance, when you stop it, it causes severe trauma. My addiction wasn't to anything like that. It was to pornography. And some of you may be sitting there saying, ugh, how do you get addicted to that? Let me tell you, it's not that quick. It doesn't happen that quickly. There's a song by Casting Crowns called Slow Fade. If you haven't heard it, please give it a listen. It's driven from Psalm 1 verse 1, which says, "Blessed is the man who does not walk in the counsel of the wicked, or stand in the way of sinners, or sit in the seat of mockers." It talks about the slow fade of a man. First he's walking, then he's standing, then he's sitting. It's a very slow process. That's what happened to me. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a very, very slow fade. Did you know that Satan knows us just as well as God does? It's a very simple thought when you think about it, but not a lot of people think about that in that way. Satan knows every single button that we have, and he's pushing and pushing and pushing all the time, whether you realize it or not. With every push, we add little compromise upon little compromise until we find ourselves in a place that we never thought we would be, doing things we never dreamed of doing, right? So because it's a slow process, we find ourselves rationalizing it in our minds, right? Well, I did it once, nothing happened, so I guess I could do it again, right? Things like that. We rationalize it in our heads. We start to realize that what we're doing really isn't, it's okay. One of the key verses in that song, Slow Fade, is people never crumble in a day. It's always a slow fade. So think about that the next time that you're doing something. Did you get there overnight? Most likely, if you think about it, you've been getting there for a long time. I went about a year ago on, it's been that long. Wow. I went about a year ago on my walk to Emmaus, and if you're not familiar with the walk to Emmaus, find out about it. It's an amazing, amazing experience. I found myself. I renewed my relationship with Christ. I now have a newfound relationship with my wife, my child, and everybody else that's in my life. It really was amazing. And I challenge you to go forward and try to do the same thing in your lives. Go and reflect the love of Christ in everything you do. Every little thing. When you wake up, that should be the first thing that you think about is, how am I going to reflect that love tonight? How am I going to reflect that love in everything I do, whether you're going to school, whether you're going to work, whether you're at your family's house. Everything you do, reflect that love. Go and be a hero to someone every day. Every day you can be that hero to the same person or somebody new. Doesn't matter. Every day you have that opportunity. Remember that Christ is the ultimate superhero because he paid the ultimate sacrifice that no other superhero ever has. I don't remember any superhero, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't remember any superhero that came down, died for us, and gave us the ability to have eternal life. That's an amazing thing. Absolutely amazing. So that's my challenge to you. Be a superhero. Be a hero to someone. Show everybody you come in contact with the love that Christ tried to show us. God bless.